Hey guys, Tim Wilson from Tim Wilson UK here, and welcome back to the Golf Club 2. Now, I so enjoyed doing the last video, which was the Tiger Woods Handicap Challenge. I've decided to do it again. Now, most people know that Tiger has wrapped up an amazing 14 majors. 4 of those were Masters tournaments, so he's got 4 green jackets, and they're all at Augusta. And that was the course that I played in the first Tiger Woods Handicap Challenge. And I thought, what better way to follow that up with the Tiger Woods Handicap Challenge Part 2 on the other major where he won 4, and that is the PGA Championship. Now, he's won his first PGA Championship back in 1999, and believe it or not, that's almost 20 years ago. And then he won back-to-back, so he won in 2000 as well. Now, I wanted to play the course where he won his first major, his first PGA Championship, which was Medina. But unfortunately, it's not in the game as a created course, as a handicap-rated course. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to go for Valhalla. That's the one where he won it in 2000. So let's just search for that. And I must remember today to switch the handicap on, because I didn't do that in the previous round and I had to scratch my head and work it all out. But I managed to finish that particular round at Augusta, or at Magnolia National as it's known in the game, at a level par round of, I think it's 72 at Augusta. So I was pretty pleased with that. I wanted to shoot under par with the handicap applied. It's not as easy as it seems. So my handicap has actually increased to plus 8.5 from 8.1. It'll be interesting to see how it gets adjusted for Valhalla, because it got adjusted to plus 6 when I played at Magnolia National. And there's a couple of there's 3 handicap rated courses for Valhalla. We've got 456 plays here rated 4 stars, 4,500 plays rated 4 stars, and 2,000 plays rated 4 stars as well. So we're going to choose the 4,000 and 4,500, which happens to be a Colin Maffia course. For those of you that know, I'm a big fan of Colin's courses. I think he does a fantastic job. And let's jump straight in here. So if we choose new round. Right, before I do anything, handicap scoring on. Alright, and we're going to choose black tees. So the furthest back, 7,700 yards. So going to play really long. And you know, I'm not sure how Colin has set this up, whether he's just put random pin positions, but we're going to choose pin set number 4 just for consistency. And we're going to jump straight into this round, which is another Tiger Woods Handicap Challenge round. Now, he won 4 of his majors at Augusta. Those were the Masters, 4 PGA Championships, and then he won 3 each of the Open Championship, and then 3 of the US Open. So I will be following this up with a part 3 and part 4, covering the Open and also the US Open. Not sure which of the courses I'm going to choose at this point in time for each of those, but if you guys want to make some recommendations, feel free to do that. I need 1 for the Open, obviously 1 where Tiger has won, and 1 for the US Open. So you've got 3 courses to choose from, provided they were 3 different courses, and 3 courses for the Open. It may very well be that 2 of the Open courses are St Andrews, but I'll let you guys decide. So drop some comments in the box below, and I will choose for part 3. Alright, so we've got hole number 1, stroke index. Let's have a look at the scorecard quickly, just to see what handicap it's given us. Plus 5. So this course must be playing harder than Augusta. Wow. So hole number 2, par 5. Hole number 4 is a par 4. Hole number 7 is a par 5. Hole number 10 is another par 5. So it's all of the par 5s and 1 par 4. So effectively we need to shoot 5 under par just to come out with a level round. Let's see if we can do that, and let's see if we can go 1 better. Now, the wind's not too bad at 6 miles an hour. Let's hope we get off the tee box nice and flush. That's pretty good. That is almost dead straight. So hopefully that wind will just bring that into the left-hand side of the fairway. Yep, it's just cutting that corner. And a great drive there at 313 yards. So that's going to leave a fairly short shot into this green, 145. Wind coming just off the right. I'm going to drop this down a bit. Let's have a look at the actual course conditions. So the fairways are firm, the greens are normal, and the green speed is medium. So this isn't crazy difficult. In other words, it's not firm greens and not fast. So let's see how we get on. Hopefully the greens are receptive. Push that quite a long way. And that is a really bad shot. Need to try and get up and down for par now. I really pushed that. Right, let's try a chip shot out of here. Hopefully it'll run down to the flag. Need to make sure I try and convert the par. That was a decent chip shot. Is it going to get a roll? It should do, because it is downhill. And that should be good enough to pick up the par. Alright, so a solid start, a par start. Not great for the approach shot, so didn't hit the green in regulation. But we are level. And this is the first of the handicapped holes. This is the second hole. It's the stroke index 18, so deemed to be the easiest hole on the course. 559 yards, playing 525. So definitely reachable in 2, provided we can hit the fairway. A little bit fast there, so that is probably going to go left, and that's probably the way that I didn't want to go. Now we are going to struggle to reach the green in 2, because that is going to roll into the heavy rough. Okay, we are in the heavy rough. Not going to be taking a... Oh, it's giving me a pitch shot. Just want to get this down the fairway a little bit further than what I am now. Going to have to take my medicine here and just get this back in the fairway. Yeah, that'll do. Get it down there 150 yards. Let's see if we can be really accurate here with this third shot. Pin's in a really tough position. Really decent stroke. Is it going to get on the green? Oh no! Alright, so that's not good. I have not had a good start to this round, and this could be the first net drop shot here. Unless I can get this in. Wow, I might not even get my par. So this is going to end up, if I get this in, which I have done, that is a net bogey. A par, so that will put me, it should show with the handicap now, there we go, net +1. So not a great start, that's a net bogey on that par 5. And that's the easiest hole on the course, so not a good start. 212 yards. That's a better strike. Is it going to get over the bunker? It is going to get over the bunker. I need this to really drop and stop. That's not too bad, 215. It's going to leave me a birdie putt. Stroke index 12, so not an incredibly difficult hole, but it still needs to be converted. And that gets that shot back, because that was not a handicapped hole. So back to level par. I'm glad I got that back straight away. So we're back onto another handicap hole now, which is the par 4 fourth. Stroke index 14. 409 yards. Now, the fear here is that we're going to run out of fairway. Nice and straight. Is it going to take the corner a little bit? Yeah, couldn't have played that much better. Got as much distance on that as I could. 299 yards. 102 into the green, so that's great. Has it got the legs? It has got the legs, and that's exactly what we needed on that hole, right next to the flag. And in for the birdie, which is the net par, so we remain at level par. Okay, going along the right now. A little bit wobbly on the first two holes, but picking it back up now. 490 yard par 4, so a hell of a long par 4 here. I have chosen the black tees, which is going to make the course play the longest, so we can expect some really long par 4s. Pulled that a little, but it should be okay. Yeah, that's going to run out of steam before it gets to the rough. It's going to make the hole a little bit longer. I want to try and take on more of that corner, but it's not the end of the world. 175 yards. Wind slightly behind. Need a good hop off the fairway here. Yeah, that was good. That was very good. And the putting seems to be coming back to me, because that is another birdie, and that is a net birdie. Yeah, net birdie. We're 1 under par. Alright, par 4 6 hole here, actual stroke index 4 as well. So par 4, stroke index 4. I want to try and get this as far down the fairway as I can without running out of fairway. Now let's see where the crossover is here. Can we turn this around? 511 yards, so I need to try and get this as far down there as I can. Let's have a look at that overhead again. 319 will run out. Now, where is that? That's that white marker there. 319. So I don't think into the wind I'm going to have enough juice to run out of fairway. That should be absolutely spot on. It's going to be a long old hole. Still got 210 odd yards to get there. 213. So I need a good roll on this shot here. Got the right club for it. It's a long iron. Yeah, pleased with that. Very pleased with that. That looks straight to me. And it is straight. Another net birdie. Alright, so back-to-back birdies, and we go on to another handicapped hole. Par 5, stroke index 16. 635 yards, so no chance of getting there in 2. But I need to birdie this hole in order to get a net par. Good drive, right in the middle. Right, so I need to try and get this within around 100 yards of the hole, which I should be able to do. Should be able to get it within about 50 yards of the hole, I would have thought. Yeah, now it's just about getting this nice and close. 39 yards. Let's play a flop shot. Take a smidge off of it. And get some spin. Didn't get any spin, but that's okay. It's going to leave me what should be a tap-in birdie for a net par. Pleased with that hole. Played that well. Alright, so that was hole number 7. We're on to hole number 8. It's stroke index 6 par 3. So a fairly tough hole. 190 yards, playing 187. 185, call it 182. Really difficult pin to attack, right on the front edge of the green. Is this going to have the legs? Is it going to have the legs? It is going to have the legs, but it's going to leave me a fairly long putt. I would imagine that's going to be about 25, 30 feet maybe. 18 feet, not too bad. Looks like it's breaking two ways. So let's hit this straight. That's always my motto if it's breaking in both directions. It's also downhill, so let's just get this running. Oh, it's rolled on a fair distance. It's rolled on 6 foot past the hole. Tap that in for a par. That's a net par, so I'm pleased with that. And after 8 holes we remain 2 under par net, so going along pretty nicely at the moment. Right, hole number 9, 411 yards, stroke index 2, playing slightly longer, 418 yards uphill, so it's going to be playing about 428. Is that going to hold the fairway? I fear it's not, and that's going to be a really difficult par if it goes in the bunker. This is going to be a tough hole. I say only 133, but it's 133 out of the rough with a downhill side hill lie, playing uphill. This has got everything that you could possibly not want on a shot. This one's got it. 133, 143, 87. Let's play this. If this gets on the green, I'll be pleased. I just want to get this on the green. Might be a little long. Is it going to hold up? It's on the green. I'm pleased with that. That's not too bad. 20 feet. Not too bad at all. Very pleased with that shot. Turning nicely. Rolled on a few feet past the hole, but it should leave me about 3 feet coming back. Not a handicapped hole, so tap that in for a par, and that is a net par. So that is the front 9 done and dusted. 2 under par net, 5 under par gross. So currently playing below my handicap, which is good. And we move on to stroke index 15, the 10th hole, which is another par 5, almost 600 yards. In fact, it's playing 600 yards today, 13 feet downhill. Nice drive, nice and straight. I get the occasional wayward shot in there, but so far so good. Really skinny bit of fairway down here. And it rolls off to the right, so I've got to be a bit careful here. Oh, excuse me, I was about to sneeze. I did sneeze, excuse me. Alright, so when this ball hits the deck, it should roll round to the right. Yep, there we go. It's rolled round a little bit, and that is just shy of the green, so that's not a bad strike. I didn't think I was going to get there in two. It wasn't far away. Now this is rolling downhill all the way to the flag, so I've got to be a bit careful here that this doesn't roll too far. Just want it to trickle down to the hole. There we go. Tap that in for a birdie, which will be a net par, which keeps me at 2 under par. Alright, move on to hole number 11, a par 3, another long par 3, over 200 yards, playing 220 today. 216, playing about 213 yards. I'm in between clubs here. This is a difficult one. And it's guarded in the front by those two bunkers, so this is all about getting over the bunkers onto the green and hoping it doesn't roll out. That's pretty good. That's within 15 feet of the flag, I would have thought. Yeah, 10 feet gives myself another birdie opportunity. Don't want this to roll too far past the hole if I miss. And it just lips out. Probably over a little bit for the break, but I'm going to pick up the par. That's perfectly fine. Alright. Next hole, the 12th, par 4, deemed the toughest hole on the course, stroke index 1. Let's see what we can make of it. Let's see if we can take on a little bit of this corner. Try and get as much yardage as we can. This looks like it rolls down to the right as well. It's not too bad. I thought it rolled down to the right. Nice and straight again. That should be good enough to take on some of that corner. Yeah. Absolutely bob on. Still got a long way to go though. 227. 12 feet downhill. 224. 221. Now this is all about getting it close to the flag. But that looks like it's going to be too long. That is too long. It's not too bad. The accuracy was there. Just a little bit too much breakfast. Bit too much power. That would have been nice if that dropped, but it's close enough for me to kick it in. There we go. Stroke index 1, happy with that. Gross and net par. We've only got one more handicap hole on this back 9, and that is the 18th. So we just need to try and maintain the current status quo and par the next 5 or 6 holes. Alright, relatively short par 4 here, 365 yards. Let's give this a good bash down the hill. Again, nice and straight. I'm not sure whether I didn't have a 3-wood in my hand there, because that was only 261 yards. Probably not a bad shout, considering that we may very well have run out of room. Right, playing 101 yards. Alright, I'll swing the club in a minute. There we go, pushed it a little. But the result's pretty good. This is going to give me a birdie opportunity. I'll take that. That is a gross and a net 3. So we move to 3 under par net. So playing much better here than I did at Augusta. I mean, I don't know whether I've got a mental block against Augusta, but I always have a tough round there, and I don't think I'm alone in saying that. It is a tough course. Oh, I've hit a fast. That's going to go way left. Is it going to hold the green? Just rolled out. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. Alright, so this is about stopping the nosebleed. Just make sure I get this close. Slightly rolling downhill. Get in. Almost. Alright, doing exactly what I wanted to do, and that was trying to maintain the status quo. You'll notice that I'm not setting the world on fire on this back 9. There isn't, there's only one yellow number on there, but I'm not that bothered about that because we're playing against the handicap, and the yellow numbers are not showing up. I think I'm a gross 5 under par, which is okay for this course. 2 iron. Lucky I actually had a look at the club there, because we can get this a lot further down this fairway. I always forget to look at the club. That's probably what I did on the previous hole as well, but it's not the end of the world. This one looks like it slopes to the right. We'll see what the first bounce is like. Yep, there we go. First bounce, big kick to the right. Alright, 128. That looked and felt good. Is the result going to be good? Distance, spot on. Little bit left. I don't know whether I pulled that. It was only a 3-mile-an-hour wind, so it couldn't have moved that much. That's in. That's another net birdie. Okay. Gross 8 under par. Net 4 under par. 3 holes to play. Let's see if I can keep this together. Only 1 bogey on the scorecard. In fact, yeah, it was a net bogey. Really annoyed me, because that is just, it just taints the scorecard a little bit, especially when you're trying to hit a really good round because you're playing to handicap. Pulled it a little. I'm hoping the wind is going to counteract that and it straightens it out. It has done. That's okay. We've got a good sight on the flag. Over 300 yards. Think to look at the stroke index. Stroke index 7, so neither here nor there, what I would call those sort of middle holes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there. Alright, we've still got 209 yards here. 200 playing about 207. Is the wind going to bring that round? It has done a little. I need a good roll here, otherwise we're not going to get up there. Yeah, that'll do. That will do very nicely. Hole number 16. Alright, I think that's back-to-back birdies, that is. Yeah, back-to-back birdies. So we've mirrored what we did on the front nine, 3 birdies. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Definitely need one on the last hole, but what do we got here? 479 yard par 4, playing 476, stroke index 3, third toughest hole on the course. Let's see if we can get this, keep this in the fairway. Nice and straight again. Pushed it a little, but rather a push than a pull on this hole. There we go. Up the hill. It's going to be a long old drag. It's going to be about 200 yards still to the hole, I think. In fact, it's 200 yards on the nose. 206, 203 into that wind. That is pretty much the club. Yeah, again, pushed it a little, but it's not going to affect it that much. Just a little wayward. Distance was absolutely spot on, though. So on the green, it's going to give me about, I was going to say about 20 feet, but it's 15, so that's cool. Let's see if we can roll this down to the hole. Hopefully it drops. It's going to run out of legs. I've been hitting them past the hole. It's always bad to go short. Should always try and hit it past the hole, just to make sure it's got enough speed to get there. But that's a net par. Currently sitting at 5 under par net. So we need a birdie on this final hole to get a net par. 528, so not incredibly long. It would be nice to finish with a flourish here, but that is not the greatest of drives to do that. I need a good kick to the right here. Oh no! Stop, 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 stop. It's going to roll into the rough. Okay, so this is going to be a tough one to get there in 2. Still 214 yards. I'm going to struggle to get there in 2, I think. Ooh. I made a right pig's ear of that shot. Is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? So let's hope, no, it's not going to stop. It's going to roll back to the bottom of the hill. Let's hope we don't make another mess of this par 5 like we did on the second hole, where we ended up with a net bogey. I need to try and get this close. Really crappy shot though. 65, 73. That sounded weird when it came off the club, but that's going to roll up nicely. I may be able to salvage the birdie here to get the net par. Get in. Middle of the hole. Oh, beautiful. Guys, I am so pleased with that round. I hope you enjoyed watching that. That's a net score of 5 under par. So, really, really enjoy playing that. If you guys enjoyed the video and you'd like to hit that like rating, it is really, really appreciated. Hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, then the subscription button should be in the bottom right hand corner. And if you'd like to get notifications when new videos are posted, there should be a little bell next to the subscription button. If you press that, it will then notify you when new videos are posted online. As I said, guys, I am going to continue this series, this Tiger Woods Handicap Challenge, to do the Open and the US Open. So as I said earlier in the video, if you'd like to put some suggestions forward for the Open and the US Open, there's 3 courses to choose from. I say 3 courses. Let me have a quick look actually while we're on the video. I can do this on the video. So 2000's US Open was at, wow, at Erin. No, it wasn't. That was 2017. Doesn't actually tell me. Okay, so I don't know where the 2001 was. 2002 US Open was at Bethpage Black, so that's a tough course. And the 2008 was at Torrey Pines. Now I think Torrey Pines is handicapped in here. Now the Open Championship in 2000 was at the old course at St Andrews. The 2005 Open was at the old course at St Andrews, and the 2006 was at Royal Liverpool. So you got a couple to choose from there on each. So either St Andrews or Royal Liverpool, or Torrey Pines, or I can't remember what the other one was now. Bethpage Black. I'm not sure which of those are handicapped in the Golf Club 2, but if you guys want to have a look and leave some comments, that would be greatly appreciated. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Tim Wilson on Tim Wilson UK. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye now.